Good afternoon and welcome to my video. This is a project share for co-beads. I've already made up a few items and some I thought we would do together. And the only things I've still got left to work with are the beads and the elastics, which I will do in my next video. So let's see how we get on. If you remember, in my unboxing, I ordered this silicone mould. It's very basic. It is just a flower. I had not tried moulds before because I have a thing about textures on my hands. And I had tried previously some air drying clay and I didn't like the texture of it. So I decided to get one mould and to try some different clay. And sorry, I keep tapping my thing with the camera on, so I do apologise if it's bouncing. But I did do a few in my polymer clay, or my Fimo. So let me show you how I got on. So as I say, this is the mould. I only bought the one. I can't do resins because of my breathing. So I did want to have a play because all the other people that are doing moulds and gems and things with the different moulds, they all look so beautiful. So I thought I would have a go with clay. Now, I purchased this clay. It's only cheap because I've tried to do one and I didn't like the texture of it. This is Jovi Air Dry. This was a 500 gram pack, and I think it was £3 something from Amazon. It is white. So yeah, that didn't affect my fingers. I didn't end up with a rash. It didn't dry my hands out. So I was quite impressed with that. So I will use the rest of that. So this is my first attempt. It's been a long time since I really played with clays. And let me take these ones out because these were done with the Fimo. These ones were all done. That one's gone a bit of a funny shape. But I think that's more to do with how I dried it or where I dried them rather than the actual mould. The mould come out really clean because, as I say, it's very basic. My cat has been near these. And my tray is full of glitter, so I do apologise. So I did these a few days ago, so they are really hard. And I have used my Nouveau embellishment mousse, embossing mousse, to colour the flowers in. I did take some of the colours out and put them on my glass tray because you do have to be careful with some of the mousses because they can, and has been instances where they've gone mouldy if people put the fingers in them. I think it's to do with the bacteria or maybe the oils on your fingers. So it's always better to take some out on a spatula and put it on a tray, and then obviously don't put back once you've put your fingers in. So I've done these in some lovely colours. These are not all the colours of the mousses I've got, but they're the ones that I chose to use. I don't know what's the matter with that one. That mark I can't get rid of. I think that must be, I don't know. The mould, if I can turn it up so you can't really see it there, and I haven't got any that I haven't coloured. It has quite a raised mound for the centre of the flower. You can just, I don't know if you can, camera's picking that up, but you can just sort of see a divot there. But instead of being it's quite deep. So I thought, how am I going to hide that? I was just going to paint them a different colour. And then I remembered I had these cup sequins in these beautiful different holographics. I'll show you this pink, this blue one. So they are really, really pretty, and they've all got like a different base colour. So I've tried to match the sequins to match the flowers, and I think they've come out really, really well. I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do with them now I've made them all, but I'm sure I will come with something. The mould itself is very deep, and I thought, like that one, I'd done the depth of the flower, of the mould, and it's a bit too deep for my liking. So the others, I didn't put as much in, so I've made them a bit thinner, like that one is much thinner. But that's more to what I like. Some of them have dried a bit thin, but I think that is more to do with the way I dried them than anything else. So I'm really pleased with those. I'm going to see about putting them on embellishments, or something like, especially the thinner ones, and hopefully they won't make them too heavy. Obviously you wouldn't be able to send them out in the post. So I did those ones, and then these ones, these were done with polymer clay. And one of them has cracked. It's that one, for some strange reason. That colour of purple cracked. And that one, I think, got a bit attached to this colour. But I'm really pleased with how those turned out. For a cheap mould, very basic. I might try different ones now. I like the white air drying clay that I chose. It works well for me. It doesn't dry my hands out. It doesn't feel funny in my hands either, which was a big no-no for me the first time I tried it. But I'm really pleased with those. These ones, no, I was going to say the polymer clay are lighter, but they're not. Even though they're thinner, they're no lighter than the air drying clay. So they are my flowers. So I'm really pleased with them. The next thing that I chose were some dies. And I chose this lovely envelope. I haven't got a piece of paper. It's typical, isn't it? Why do I not have a piece of white paper anywhere near me? No, I don't have a piece of white paper I can use. So I have this envelope or pouch die, and it comes with these pieces here. I've never had one from one of these bead companies, but that cuts like a dream. It just cut out like butter. I tried it on thicker cardstock, and I tried it on thinner cardstock, and it worked brilliantly. So it cuts out all these different hearts. Some are filled, some are cut out and got stitch detail, and they're in different sizes. So that's that part there. So I've got those. Move those ones because that's something different. And what it actually makes are these little wallets, which I thought was so adorable. So they're just little wallets like that. And then I have cut those out, and there you can see I've cut out the hearts because they do have a fold mark, and here was a cut mark. So I just cut them out. Here I have actually attached an additional heart to it, and I've just added some Nuvo drops. But to close them, if I can do them, it goes like that. So you don't even need any seal or anything. It does it itself. So I've done that one. I've done 3. I've lost one then. I did this one. This is the Sweet Nothings paper pad. I can't remember what that one was called. That one is called Cherry Blossom. And this one is the Sweet Nothings. And some of the other ones are in Bloom. So I used some that I've had, paper pads that I've had for a while. Sweet Nothings was the first one I ever bought. So we have that one. And I've done the decoration different on there. Just put 2 little hearts there. Don't know what's the matter with that one. And then I've put that underneath in a plain pink. And this paper has, it's double-sided and it has some hearts on the inside. But as you see, it just cut that out. So I just emphasised that so it stood up a little bit. So you can see there, it just stands up a bit there. Sorry if I wasn't in camera there. So that's that one. And then I did this one. Now this one I did differently again because I actually used this portion of the die and put it in the back. So I actually cut that out and then I attached some more card to the inside to give that on the outside. I thought that looked really nice, a bit different. These would be lovely if you were sending somebody, you know, a small amount of Happy Mail and put these in an additional package and maybe with some stamps or something in, or, you know, like some paper stamps or some embellishments or some attachments. So there they, as I say, they cut out like a dream. I'm really pleased with that die. The next set of dies that I got were the 5-piece, that's right, nesting rectangle stamp. I'd say to me they're more like a stamp, so they're like that. So they've got the stamped edge plus the stitch in there, and this is really, really deep. It is a really, really lovely die. They all broke apart really, really easily, and again, cut like a dream. So I've cut out a few. That is the bigger one. Again, that's one of the smaller ones in the same papers. I thought that one was pretty. That's out of the In Bloom paper. I think that is a double-sided one. It has that on the back, so you can always mix and match. We've got a couple of those ones. Those ones there in the next size down. And I seem to have lost the baby one. I only cut one of the baby ones out, but I seem to have lost that one. And the 2 little ones there. But I thought we would make a card with that one. I've lost my baby one. I did have the tiny little stamp cut out, but I don't know where that is right now. So I've prepared this card. Thought we would just stay with the Valentine's theme. I thought we would put that there. Like that. These are just out of my scrap box, these bits. Thought we would put that on there, like that. And then I did have some of the hearts. Where is it? You have them, and then you go to film, and then everything disappears. I do have some hearts that I wanted to stick on there. We could either do it like that. I think that looks nice. Or like that. For the back of that, I had some hearts. There's one of them. That's what I'm thinking, like that. With that there. And that like that. And there is another baby pink one, which I'll find afterwards. I thought that's a very simple card, but it shows you the different styles there. Just bear with me a moment while I take a sip of my tea. It's cold now. So let's get this stuck down. I think I'm going to do that with some tape. Otherwise I'm going to be here all day. What you've all been crafting today. Anyone doing anything exciting? I'm about ready to finish today. I'm tired. I've been up since 2:30, so it's been a long day. And many a time I just wanted to crawl back into bed, but then I don't sleep, so it's easier just to carry on as much as I can. And hopefully I'll get a better night's sleep tonight, but nothing's promised in my house. You can hear the whirring in the background. It's a bit cold, even though I've got my heating on. So I've get this the right way around. So I've just put my fire on a little bit, try and keep it a bit warm. The thing with my house is either very, very hot or not very, very cold. I don't seem to have a happy medium here. The summer's boiling, the winter's freezing. We need to get a new boiler. Hopefully that'll happen soon. Just squeeze that. So if I put that there, and that is going to go there. I'm hoping that's straight because I'm upside down. It's not always easy, is it? I'm hoping I'm in your... I have to remember that I'm on camera. Put that down there. But these, I wouldn't hesitate to buy dies again from one of the bead companies, and these, you know, they cut like a dream. They really did. I had no, I thought I'd have to sit and poke, especially the heart ones, but I didn't have to. Didn't have to do anything. It came out perfectly well themselves, so that's nice. Put that there. So it's just a quick, simple card. But it works well. Pleased with that. So I did have some Nuvo drops. Horrible feeling that I hadn't. I was just counting them then to make sure I'd got an uneven number. If you feel that your Nuvo drops self-leveling, but a good tip that I got from Dawn is that if you feel that they're not settling, if you knock them, they will, just put a glue star on there. They will, it helps them go flat. So that's a quick card that I've made with you today. I'm going to put them out there because I will. It's got Nuvo drops on it. I will end up squishing them. I do every time. Just going to put them up out there because I've got one other thing to show you. Just tidy those out of the way. So the other thing, or one of the other things that I got were the snap sets. I was really excited to have a play with these. So you get some replacement pieces. Don't know if you can see them, it's easy to show you that way. Some replacement parts in case the gun breaks. The tool and a selection of snaps, which I haven't unbagged yet because I don't want to get them all mixed up. So I've already made a couple to show you that I've done, and I thought we'd do a couple together. So first ones I tried were on actual vinyl. This one is holographic vinyl. I don't know if you can see that. You see? I don't know if that makes it. Probably makes my camera go really funny. It is vinyl material, so it's vinyl fabric. See if it makes that discoloured there. And I made this little pouch, and it just fits like that. So I thought that worked quite well. And then I made a clear one. So you could put stuff on that if you wanted to. You could paint that or add stickers or whatever to that one. That's just plain. It's not holographic in any way. So they are the two vinyl folders or wallets, pouches. And then I have cut these two out already to do with you. I'll just put that in a minute. So I have this one and this lovely stripy paper, and this one in the polka dots. I have marked the holes. I haven't stuck them down together because I thought it would be easier to do them while they were still apart. Let me just stick that down. Got to stop them down. I hope you can see. I do apologise if you're not. I can't wait to get everything set up upstairs for filming anyway. So these are the two that I've done. So for each one, you need 3 parts. Right, 4 parts. So that's one. Right, so I'm thinking, I can see, it's very dark here. Let's see my hole. Just poking the all the way through, just to make it a little bit easier. Like that. And if you look on the bottom of this one, it's got the male part that attached to that. So that's what I'm going to do, the same. Open up. the right bits. There's this one. So that just goes on there like that. Right. And then all you do, oh, I dropped that one, I'm not bending down to pick another one up, let's get another one out. I'll pick that up in a minute. About 20 hands. Make sure the bottom of the one underneath is in the black thing, and then you just squeeze. I've probably squeezed a little bit harder than I should have done there. That's quite thin paper, so it's puckered a little there, but I think that's because I've squeezed too hard. But it works really, really well. So let's do the top, same thing. These back bits. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back, and I've just dropped everything on the floor. So I've put them back on there now like that. So that'll go like that. Let me just open them up. It's a bit stiff. Right. So now all we've got to do is we've just got to stick up to about there. So I'm just going to do that like that. I think these tools are like anything. You just got to practice until you get the hang of them. I'm just going to put like that. And that will dry, and then that will look like that. I'm not going to close it because that's obviously, I've only just stuck that down. And then the same with this one. Much easier when you've got the marked paper like this, because I know where I'm going up to. So I don't know where this sheet of paper was from. It was in my cupboard. I think it's come out of a pad. But I'm not really quite sure. So again, that will look like that. It's a really pretty envelope along with that one, or a pouch. Again, great for Happy Mail or for storing things. You could put a bit of a gusset on there, so you've got a bit of depth to put things in. So using the items that I have this video, so I've used a snap set, which I want to make one about that big, so I will be trying that soon. So I've made, with the snap sets, I've made 2 vinyl wallets and 2 paper wallets. I think they've come out really well. I say it's dead easy. You just put the black bit, mine just needs some WD-40. You just put the black bit in this part, on that part, like that, but on the upside down, and then you just press, and then that will give it the pressure on that. So that was really easy to use and will be so much fun going forward. So that is those. Put that there. I don't want to stick those down because I've just glued them. I made, with the heart wallet pocket die set, I've made 3 little wallets. I want my cameras, which If you had like After Eight mints or something, they would probably fit in there. I don't have any, otherwise I would try. So that was those. With the nesting stamps, I cut out them all to show you, although I have lost little one somewhere. It's probably on my table. And I made a card with you all. I just realised I'd got out, which is what I'd not flying. Shirt clattering, just bear with me. I'd got these out to use